Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wero Elite SI6 from Canterbury of New Zealand. This is, for those of you who don't know, that Canterbury of New Zealand is a company that's been in the sport for a long time, and a very long history in rugby. They have a long line of products that are designed specifically for rugby players, in particular in the needs of the rugby player. The Wero Elite is their newest line that again is designed to step up the product and try to fit the needs of the modern game and the modern rugby player. This boot in particular is designed primarily for backline players, but it can also be for really mobile forwards. But as you can see, it's got has a 6-stud design. It's got 4 up front. It's got 2 studs in the back, and it's almost got a track spike feel to it. It's got a very exaggerated curve in the footbed, so you can see where the cleats dig in and your heel's already up, which is again makes it perfect for sprinting, which is going to fit the backline player a lot better. It's probably not geared quite as much for a position that's going to have a lot of running, a lot of flat foot running, say back row players, your flankers and 8-man. But it is, again, for a little bit of a larger backline player. As many of you know, backline players today are very large, much larger than they used to be in the past. In fact, most backline players are probably a lot larger than many of the forwards of the older game. But even though these players are a lot bigger than they used to be, they're also still very, very mobile. So despite the fact they're larger, they still need a cleat that's going to allow them to have a lot of performance when they're out there. To help do this cleat again has a lot of really cool features involved. It's made of kangaroo leather, so it's going to be very soft, give a really good touch to the ball, really good feel. It's also got a hydrophobic mesh lining involved, so it's going to fit really well for really wet conditions. It's going to help the boot keep its shape, really humid conditions, help the boot out in that way. Let's see, and it's also has a really low cut ankle here, so it's going to provide you a lot of mobility, a lot of ability to cut up. But it's got enough of a heel counter where it's really not going to. You're still going to feel very comfortable. It's still going to be very secure. It's also a pretty snug fitting boot, so it's going to fit really well. But I would probably recommend that you go about a half size larger than what you would typically go for more comfortable fit. But again, really good boot designed for larger backline players. So this is a boot that you're interested in. You can go to worldrugbyshop.com. They have a large product selection, a lot of cleats out there, any sizing designs you'd like, particularly for this guy right here. So if this is one you're interested in, go to worldrugbyshop.com.